We still here. You rocking with the best. Don't worry if I write rhymes.
I write checks.
Welcome to Music for Breakfast. Starring iHandlebars, J, School of Ill Manning, and Kia Casey Carter. It's Music for Breakfast.
Music for Breakfast. Welcome to another episode of Music for Breakfast. I am your host, iHandlebars, alongside my music friend,
J Manning, School of Ill.
Hey, yo, everybody like, subscribe, comment, because this episode right here, we talking about the one and only JD versus Diddy. Well, if you don't know by now, this past versus Ja Rule versus Fat Joe, and JD was there, and he commented outside of the garden and called out Diddy and said he wanted to smoke. So Diddy was like, hope, pump your brakes, boo. He was like, nah, Diddy, nah. Your hands are too short to box with God.
Yo, short arms. You need to chill out, short arms. You hear me? So you need to chill out. What you gonna do when one more chance drops? What you gonna do when Warner drops? The man said I don't have enough hits, right? Every song that I can play, if I wanted to, would be a #1 record.
So, Diddy versus JD, do y'all think this battle should happen or not? Y'all think that it's a good match? Do you not? We're gonna give you guys our opinion. What you think?
Man, first off, those are two giants. They have done so much in and outside of the music business.
Right.
So, I mean, it's a lot to calculate, man. We'll run through it, and I think I can form an opinion at least by the end of the episode.
Okay, yeah, let's see. Because right now, I agree with Diddy. Like, I think that Diddy and Dre would be a better matchup.
JD, I want Dre. JD, me and you are friends. The culture needs to see me and Dre in the Rose Bowl, period.
It'll be part 2 of East Coast versus West Coast.
See, just for that, I'm here for it, right? I'm here for the glam, the headlines, and everything like that. But let's not get it twisted. Like, don't overlook JD. Don't think he's not comparable on the landscape of Dre and Puff when it comes to what he has done in his music business.
I'm telling you, I can play 20 #1s.
He has held Atlanta down. And not only that, he's changed the world. Yeah. Like, he's done so much in the music business with so many different people, so many different #1s, so many records sold. So you can't negate that by any means. But just for the purpose of headlines, yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with Puff and Dre. But I'm here for the musicality of it.
Yo, somebody get Dre on the phone. Puff. Somebody get Dre on the phone. I want Dre. Where is Dre? Where is Dre?
So JD versus Diddy, is it a good matchup? We're gonna let y'all know our opinion. Make sure y'all leave y'all comments in the section below and let us know your thoughts. We're gonna break it all down for you though. Jay, where you want to start at?
You know, I kind of want to take it straight to the numbers, man. Let's talk a little bit of facts.
This is the Daily Bread.
Dollars.
Goes one for the money.
With J Manning.
Two for the paper.
I'd like you to drink with me, cause my cup runneth over.
All right.
On Music for Breakfast.
And that's right, on today's Daily Bread, we're going to be talking about Mr. I Write Songs That the Whole World Sings versus who cares if I write rhymes? I write checks.
For sure. Who's the boss? Dude, okay, I'm sorry.
Right. So that's right, man. We're talking about Sean Puffy Combs versus Jermaine Dupri. And for the purpose of this discussion, we'll keep it music related because we both know both of these moguls have substantial ventures outside of music. Now, Jermaine Dupri's big break came in 1992. He was writing and producing for acts like Criss Cross, Escape, TLC, all of which he groomed into being superstars. I mean, he even had a hand in releasing Destiny's Child self-titled album during his tenure at Columbia, before moving to Virgin Records and becoming the Urban Division president, right? But with all of that said, he even had his own label. Don't forget about So Def. He also helped shape the careers of many artists like Bow Wow, The Brat, Jagged Edge, so on and so on. His legacy also includes helping bring Atlanta's unique brand of hip-hop culture to the mainstream. I mean, he's literally managed to stay relevant over the years, producing massive songs, massive hits from everybody from Mariah Carey to Monica to Nelly, and we can't forget Usher. Come on, man. As well as newer acts like the Franchise Boys and smaller acts that have come out of Atlanta. All in all, JD has sold over 400 million records in his career.
Damn!
And really shaped the landscape of hip hop. But Puff on the other hand, let's talk about Puff. Now he started around the same time as JD.
Okay.
Right? But he got his start, like JD had a little bit of a heads up. His dad was in the industry, he kind of came from industry backings, but Puff started as an intern. And he started interning for a guy named Andre Harrell, which is a whole different story. If you don't know about him, definitely do your Googles. But
Legend.
He started at Uptown Records, and even though he was just an intern, he really started making his impact, and eventually started A&Ring for the likes of Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, on both of their albums. And eventually, he actually was able to move into production, and he actually did production on Jodeci's one of Jodeci's singles, "Come and Talk to Me." Talk to me. But he did the hip hop remix, right? So, like Puff said, he invented the remix. So this was his first introduction in the game. He came out with a remix to Jodeci's "Come and Talk to Me." He added a rapper to it. He styled them, dressed them in baggy clothes, which R&B artists weren't doing back then. Right, and then shortly after that, he established his own label, Bad Boy Entertainment, signing everybody from, of course, Notorious B.I.G. Who remembers Craig Mack with The Flavor in Your Ear? Carl Thomas, one of my favorite R&B artists of all time. Faith Evans, 112 in total. I mean, many more. Mace. I mean, you can keep on counting. Yeah. And then the Hitman, right? Hitman is a huge part of Puff, right? It's his in-house production team that worked alongside him.
Yeah, R.I.P. Chucky Thompson.
R.I.P. Chucky Thompson. So, I mean, he had all these great legends on his team as well. And of course, they did production for everybody from Jodeci to Mary J., Usher, Lil Kim, TLC, Mariah Carey, Boyz II Men, SWV. I mean, who can you not name that they didn't work with? Yeah. I mean, even greats like Aretha Franklin revitalizing her career and things like that.
Really?
But I really want to focus on these two kings during this episode. Make sure we give them their flowers while they're still here, because let's be honest, they shaped hip-hop, conquering radio and the charts for decades. Regardless of who loses the verses, I think we both gonna win. And that's my daily bread for the day. All power to the people.
Make the money. Don't let it make you.
It's the Music for Breakfast podcast.
Alrighty, and we are live.
Jermaine Dupri versus Diddy. What's your thoughts? Let us know in the comments. Make sure you hit that like button.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence, but I'm going back and forth. I look at the hits, and I look at like the songwriting. I look at there's so many different variables.
Yeah,
so many different variables.
Yeah, man. They're both legends in their own right. You cannot discredit Jermaine Dupri whatsoever. He has put in his time. He has done his thing in the industry for so long.
I am in the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Talk that talk, JD.
All right. I am in the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Come on.
Puff Daddy's not in the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Whoop.
I am in a seat that Puff Daddy can't pay for.
Yeah, he's a big dog. Like I said, man, you cannot discredit this man. He is put in his time, man, and it shows. He still got artists. He's still making music. You know what I'm saying? He just did the record with Ari Lennox, Pressure. You know what I'm saying? So they still doing their thing.
And that shows you kind of the difference between JD and Puff, right? So as many accomplishments as Puff has had within the music industry, he's also been branching out. He's did rock, he's did so on and so forth. But JD has always been focused on that music.
You sold more records, but we got more money.
Here we go. I don't sell alcohol. I don't sell alcohol, nigga. You sell alcohol. I sell records. You just said
sell everything.
You just said
alcohol, clothes,
You just
media.
Yeah. You sell alcohol. I sell records.
Okay. I mean, I don't know, because you know what Diddy does is a pure talent. Having that ear, knowing what's what, and on the track, off the track, You know what I'm saying? Knowing what's what. You gotta have it. You
it.
got it or you don't.
You do.
And Diddy is talented in that right.
And to your point, like he's been able to pull in, not that JD hasn't, right? Not that he hasn't pulled in numerous of other people, multiple people, but like Puff has been, that's been like his signature. You know, he will go to a track and he will increase it. He'll make it better. He will add to it. He'll remix it. That's his signature. He's the king of the remix. So like he remixes everything and makes it his or makes it a tad bit better or
now JD got some good remixes too. You know,
what's some of the remixes? Put me on.
In My Bed. Oh, I Think They Like Me. Always Be My Baby. Let's Get Married remix. So yeah, man, JD remixes. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. He has done his thing. You can't forget that. So with all that said, like it's, you know, they neck and neck. They've done so many things.
Yeah.
It just depends on how you want to look at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean they both dominated the charts at one point. Respectable labels that they own. Bad Boy versus So Def definitely
respectable
has
artists that have conquered the charts and done different things.
Yeah.
All with their help. You know, I mean, because you look at any of the artists that they've signed, and realistically, when they left their label, they didn't do as well.
And I don't even want to get into the artist thing and Diddy. Like, I just can't.
Yeah, there's also something that kind of goes with that. A lot of artists say they got F'd by Diddy. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we're bringing everything full circle. We're just analyzing everything, looking at the highs and the lows of each man's career. But I want to say this: both of those guys are definitely kings in the landscape, and bring us what we dance to.
That's right. JD versus Puff Daddy, Diddy, Sean Combs, Lover Man, Lover, Love.
Take that.
Love, take that. All right, take that back. Let's break it down real quick. Bar breakdown. Jay Manning, give us a bar. Give us a couple bars from both guys, man.
It's the Bar Breakdown with Jay Manning.
I'ma break it down for these streets. Do it
on Music for Breakfast.
Cool, man. I definitely want to do things a little bit differently this time and touch on both JD and Puff. So two verses that kind of says who these guys are, right?
All right.
So Jermaine Dupri dropped this song off his Life in 1472 album.
Classic.
Which came out in 1998. This song in particular featured Jay-Z. It's called Money Ain't a Thing. He says, my cake thick.
I live the life,
eating crab,
watching ladies shake
all night. I make the big moves, do the big things. Take the small groups, turn them into big names.
Big dog with the big chain.
Frostbit bracelet to match. Cats say I'm the it, man. Type of that you want in your crew. Type of dude that do it you won't do, can't do. Get more burned than a candle. Too hot to hold, too much to handle. In the black CeeLo, he know. If she look, she go bye-bye without die. And I ain't gotta say no more. I'm the true flight AI. Got the proof and stay fly. In the safest shit you can never buy. Know why? Cause I write the songs that the whole world sing.
I don't know about you,
but every night I swing.
When the Ferrari and Jaguar switch your both lanes.
Top down, screaming out, money ain't a thing. Oh!
Yeah! So deaf.
Man, come on, man.
Y'all know what this is.
How many times has JD really set it off? Like that was just one instance.
Facts.
One instance of him setting it off without any doubt. Come on, bro. Like JD has bars. Like hands down. Like
on a song
he
with
literally
Jay-Z.
stood there next to Jay.
Yes.
Literally stood there next to Jay doing his thing. And then on the same time frame, jumped on a song and wrote a song for Usher, wrote a song for Mariah Carey, and then jumped on a song with Jay. Come on, bro.
And you can just tell in, Money and the Thing that JD actually wrote this record himself. He wrote
it's
his
own
style.
Verse. It's like his words all wrapped in together. So you have to give that man his props, his credit, his big uppins.
Yeah.
We got Puff up next and the saga continues, right?
All
so
right.
Bad Boy for Life, released 2001.
Okay.
Right after Puff, right after Sean going to jail. It's like, what's gonna happen, man? Bad Boy as a label is failing. It's dropping. It's disappearing. And then Puff comes out with hits, right? So he says
he does what he does best.
He does what he does best.
Get a writer to write him some super cold bars, and he gonna make it hot. Cause he got to be on the track, and if he gonna be on the track, he got to sound good. So this is one of my favorite verses.
Definitely.
One of my favorite verses.
Definitely.
You gotta let me do the honors on this one. Right?
Go ahead, do your thing.
Right,
I can't even hate. So go ahead.
I'm the definition of half man, half drugs. Ass the clubs,
That's
bad boy,
what's up.
that's what's up. After bucks, crush crews after us. No gangs, we ain't laughing much.
Nah.
Nothing but big things.
Yeah.
Check the hit list. How we twist. What changed but the name?
Yeah.
We still here. You rocking with the best.
Best.
Don't worry if I write rhymes.
What?
I
I
write
write checks. Yeah.
Who's the boss? Dudes is lost. Don't think cause I'm iced out, I'ma cool off. Who else but me?
Yeah.
And if you don't feel me, that means you can't touch me. It's ugly. Trust me.
Trust me.
Get it right, dog. We ain't never left. We just move in silence and rap to the death. It's official. I survived what I've been through. Y'all got trauma. The saga
continues.
Oh
What?
my God.
Come on, bro. Like, hold on. First off, pause for a second.
yo.
Pause. Tell you just rap that whole thing like verbatim.
Dog, that is one of my favorite verses, yo. Don't worry if and the favorite line in that is don't worry
if I write rhymes. I write checks. Hey, so shouts out to Black Rob or whoever wrote that.
Whoever wrote.
Because we were doing a little bit of research before this, and it was just hard.
If you know, let us know in the comments below. Let us know.
Talk to us. Holla at us.
Crazy.
But
verse.
man, Puff has never been ashamed of hiring talent.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's one thing that
know your strengths.
You have to look at in this industry because I mean it's simple as the age-old paradox. Who was better, Michael Jackson or Prince? Like Michael Jackson didn't write or produce the majority of his songs, but he was Michael Jackson. He vocally arranged it. He did XYZ, a number of things, right? And then you had Prince who did everything. So who was better? It just comes down to personal preference to me at the end of the day. And that's what where I'm in my bar breakdown, because both of these kings, both of these titans have produced, arranged, and have been contributing forces to hip-hop story throughout today. And I just really want to celebrate them. I want to make sure that all their contributions to the culture are celebrated and I mean, to be honest, they made the soundtrack to the life that we live.
That's a fact, though. That's
right?
a fact.
So, big ups to all of those dudes. You know what I'm saying? Puff and JD and what they've accomplished.
Let's wrap this thing up. That was a great bar breakdown, by the way. I got a little hype, you know what I'm saying?
Little hype.
Top 5 versus 5. We got to do the playlist. I got to do my playlist thing. Go over to musicivbreakfast.com or Spotify or Apple Music. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you go to get your playlist, go over there and check out this playlist because we're about to give you who we think. We're about to give you our select songs from JD and Diddy. What you got for Diddy?
Well, Puff, it's hard to say because he's had so many hits over the decades, right? So I guess I just pick some of my favorites. I'll say I'll Be Missing You.
Okay.
It's definitely one. We had Faith on the motorcycle.
Sure. Classic.
I Need a Girl. Victory with Busta.
Okay.
I got Real Live, man. Where my people is at.
All right.
No, okay.
That's 3.
And 3, and then let's see.
You gotta have some number ones. Come on, MJB gotta be up in there somewhere. Real Love, My Life,
So just because you said it, I'm gonna go with Real Love as my number 4, and I'm gonna go with Juicy. I mean, does that count?
Solid, yes.
That counts, right? Because
Yeah.
he co-produced or produced, however that works. Executive produced that whole situation. So yeah.
Executive producer is like a producer that just stands and contributes in some form, shape, or fashion.
Organizes.
Not necessarily having to push the buttons, but he just sits on the board.
It's been more of the path that I tried to follow when I attempted my stint in the music industry.
Okay.
And that's why I really, really favor Puff, man. Like all the things that he's accomplished without talent, you know what I mean? Like not being able to sing, not being able to produce necessarily, but knowing what good production sounds like and being able to organize good producers, good artists, good actual musicians to make these works happen.
Yeah, and I can understand JD, who takes producing the art of production as literal as you gotta actually push some buttons, okay? And let me give you the top 5. I think with that list, it's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Some of them I would change around because if he plays that list in that order, he's gonna lose.
It's gonna be tough.
But all right, so JD, let me see what we got. We got Confession. Shoot, you can
Can't lie about
any record off that. Well, not any record, but you know what I'm saying. Confessions definitely got to be on there. Mariah Carey, The Emancipation of Mimi, definitely on that list.
Top.
Whether it be We Belong Together, Touch My Body, like any of the Emancipation Mimi, that was a solid album for her. Another one, Crisscross, Jump, definitely number 1 status with that one. Where the Party At, or Let's Get Married, Jagged Edge, like come
Welcome to Atlanta.
Yeah, Welcome to Atlanta, another one. We at 5 already, Bow Wow, he definitely hit number 1. JD has a lot of number 1s, you know what I'm saying? So, and he actually did the production on these records too, so I mean, with any of those songs and many more, he has definitely the Brat, she was one of the first female rappers
rapper to go platinum.
Exactly. So off of that album, he's had his hand in production with that. Like you said, TLC, he's done records for. The remixes alone, his remixes have been crazy. Like, man. So
I think it's a lot closer than people realize.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when we were talking music, and both of those guys have done so much. It's like hard to discount anybody.
And that's how we do it right here, Music for Breakfast. Make sure y'all hit us up. Let us know what we should talk about for the next episode so we can keep it hot out here in these streets by leaving your suggestions in the comment section. Make sure you hit that like button and give this podcast a 5-star rating if it was a vibe on today's show.
Also, subscribe to the podcast YouTube channel and make sure you hit the notifications bell so you can stay ahead of the game.
That's right. Special thanks to everybody listening out there. Thank you, Kia. Thank you, Jay. I am Octavia March, a.k.a. iHandlebars. Sending nothing but love to you. And until next time, never forget what the homie Strick told Jay, who told us.
Finish your breakfast.
The kitchen is officially closed and we out.
Peace.
That's the end?
Want an extra serving of Music for Breakfast? Follow them on all social media platforms at Music for Breakfast.